Hello, I'm here at Dr. Nick Delgado's office. Say hello, Dr. Nick.
What's up, everyone?
This is the healthiest guy I know. He's been my mentor and my hero before that. #1 anti-aging doctor in the world. Such a badass. Still set in Guinness Book of Records. He is the strongest. He also looks out for me. He always makes
Yep.
sure that I am doing the healthy thing
Yep.
and making sure that the tests actually show that, because what you're saying, the blood doesn't lie.
Blood doesn't lie. Yeah. And
The blood doesn't lie. So I've been really I've been teaching. The cool thing about yoga is that I'm always encouraging people to be aware of their body. It does hurt me, and it's a travesty that people go to the hospital and get diagnosed with stage 4 cancer and had no idea. That to me, and no offense to this, shows a huge lack in awareness within our body. And I was like that for a long time. I did not pay attention to my body. That's why I was in chronic pain for 8 years. And that's why I sought out your help.
Sure.
And you put me on. He told me go plant-based. I went vegetarian for 6 months. He's like, come on, go all the way. So I went vegan for a year because of this guy. Played with meat for a year in ketosis. Now I'm back vegan keto. But check this out. I get to practice what I preach and be aware in my body, and also acknowledge that people make mistakes and we get off a track,
Sure,
and sometimes
sure.
we cheat.
Yeah.
But cheating in keto is a dangerous thing. And I acknowledge that I'm being aware of my body, and I notice that my heart feels like it's working harder right now because I've been half-assing. I've been half-assing my diet. I've been eating fruit. So I went back vegan, and I'm just like, all these beautiful organic fruits and vegetables are delivered to my door, and I got to go Dr. Nick on them and just
Yeah.
eat them right away.
There you go. Yeah.
And so, but I was doing high fat and I was doing glucose at the same time,
Yeah.
and I did notice that my heart was working hard. So Dr. Nick invited me in. He was already checking up on me. He was already asking me before I felt this, which made me even more aware. He's like, "Hey, let's see your blood lipids. Let's see how."
Yeah.
And I'm like, actually, I've been slacking it, and I feel it. And praise God, I've been more aware of my body so that I don't injure myself. But this could be a great lesson for all of us.
Yeah.
Whatever you choose, there's a lot of great nutrition plans. The hardest part is actually the mentality. That's why Dr. Nick has coaching programs, and he coaches high level top executives, and coaches top athletes and really successful people, because the mindset's the hardest part. They can obviously afford the food, they can afford the supplements, but if you don't have the mindset, this guy's a master in NLP and timeline therapy. And so it's really, the value comes in actually the inspiration that he is. And so coaches, myself included, are the ones that get your mind right so you can do the right thing. They also prepare you for the pitfalls that are to come. One of the pitfalls is half-assing ketosis, and Dr. Nick does the oil-free, low-fat, and it's awesome anti-aging diet. That's what I'm actually doing this week. No oil, low-fat, all fruits and vegetables, mostly raw, because I want to get my blood lipid and cholesterol down and make sure my body is humming before I decide to go back on it. But information and testing and being aware, and not having so much of an ego that you're just like, oh, this is what I do, and I'm not going to look at the negative potential here. And I appreciate that you pointed it out for me. You've always told me to test. And
Well, it's great you're doing, because there isn't a lot of data points or research on what people do if they're transitioning from keto to paleo to vegan, oil-free. Not so much what is the best, but people say what's the best for you. But more importantly, like you said, blood doesn't lie. The lipid panel is very clear what the results come up, and how you feel. Of course, you have to place some importance off that. But all decisions are made at the unconscious level. So I just finished 3 days studying with Marshall Silver, one of the top NLP hypnosis specialists in the world. And so, you're always integrating new techniques and ways to help people like yourself to absolute manifest what you want to accomplish. I mean, this guy got me into yoga. I'm loving it every day that I do yoga. I'm feeling
yoga
stronger,
too.
better. I'm just having a blast. And I'm training harder, better, and feeling better. I'm added a lot of running, because I want to get, more like you, the ripped abs thing. So I go to the Total Fitness. I go to the 12. I run and mix it up with all the young bucks, and, run hard and fast, and, push myself hard. I know how to push, and
Yeah, he does.
I'm lifting curl and press. know, I just interviewed Brandon Mebane, the nose guard for the Chargers. He was a Super Bowl ring wearer from Seattle Seahawks, and you know, I was talking to him. He went vegan recently. He's a 320-pound nose guard.
Nice.
You know, so and I challenged him to some vertical lifts. Guess who won? Dude,
of course.
took him down. Had to take him down hard. You know,
it's kind of messed up. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, he shreds everyone. Like, I challenge anybody. I got a lot of fitness people in my feed, so I challenge you
let's go.
to come see this man. I can't compete with him yet, but hey, I'm training.
Yeah, and I'm training the yoga, man. I got to at least get my poses down, my balance, my flexibility. There's all these wonderful added benefits, that I've added since I've been working with you, Ibok. So it's a pleasure. It's great. Keep these people motivated. They need it, and you can be your very best. And you're with the two best trainers of the world.
That's
so
right.
Let's
baby.
get after it, brother.
Team champion.
Just give me one
I hate needles, so I'm gonna give her my finger.
It won't be that bad.
By the way, here at Dr. Nick's, one of his offices with Jade. She's crazy, but she's really good at this. Ay. All this muscle and still terrified of needles. It's kind of sad.
You should be terrified of needles, actually.
Right?
They're pretty scary.
They're scary. Yeah. And she's using this super needle on me also, by the way. That's kind of scary. I don't think she's ever used one of these super needles, but...
Okay. Yeah, this is not going to feel very good. This is a big needle. I'm not lying. This is actually a really big needle.
Okay. Actually, I'm honestly nervous now.
All right, just relax.
I hate needles. You should have seen me when I was a
cold,
kid.
so hopefully you bleed.
Like, I would pass out. It was so bad.
All right.
Oh, man. John
suck it up.
Okay. Okay. Not the worst thing. Okay.
That was it.
All right, cool. So this is actually pretty cool what she does here.
So we're just going to get your blood in here.
She kind of...
Bleed a lot for me. Come on.
She siphoned up the blood into this little glass tube. That wasn't too bad, though. Like, just don't stick me again.
I won't. That was it. One and done. Just have to fill this up, though. Kind of a process.
John.
It is not taking it.
John. Okay, you're harder, John.
John! John!
It's not typically like this, okay?
Why are you bleeding?
John, we need your help, buddy.
He's not bleeding.
No, in a second. We're on film. Totally messing this up.
No, I'm not. I swear to God, this is how you do it.
Now the whole office is in here watching.
John, this is how you do it. Am I not
John,
doing it right?
What did you do?
John,
I swear to God, this is how
on?
you do it. You guys suck.
Oh my God.
It's not. You don't know how to
This is-
extract
Yeah, he said keep going. See?
Okay.
Making me look bad. How dare you?
Max, get in here and help,
Let me
buddy.
just poke you again.
This
You
is
don't know how to
ridiculous.
extract blood, Jade?
I'm doing it right now. I hate both of you.
Now it's a circus. We got Sebastian over there just
Like, why won't this
crushing
work?
it.
I don't understand.
crushing savage.
That's the other one.
I literally tried it from both
It's
sides.
this one first. Because I'm
I know, but
We're
it
here.
won't suck up your
But
blood.
Dr. Delgado normally does this and he's super pro at it. We're
we
just
live
like,
right now?
yeah, we're live.
You know what? I am
We're not.
actually really good at this. I swear. You guys all suck, okay?
You're doing it backwards.
I did it both ways because it wasn't working.
John Teller.
Jake, you want me to
This is real life, baby. This is real life. I'm getting stabbed again.
Such a baby.
Okay, I'm kind of a baby, probably. Oh, it's doing what it's supposed to do. I guess Pretty Boy John was correct.
Oh my God.
Look at that blood. Like Dr. Nick says, the blood does not lie.
Yeah, but John lies.
Oh, wow. John getting called out. But this little glass tube is filling up with blood. This is the cool part.
We had some technical difficulty analysis.
She's really good at the live and dry blood analysis. Let me just tell you what that is, or if you want to explain.
I'm a little busy.
Okay. But it's those microscopes right there. They're hooked up to a couple big screen TVs like this one. And they show your live blood and dry blood. So there's a lot of information that you can get from seeing how your red blood cells and white blood cells interact with different things in your blood, as well as their shape, and you can see lipids in your
damage.
blood. You can see free radical damage,
Oxidative stress.
oxidative stress. What else?
Peripheral adhesion, which is like how the cell wall forms. So if you have a lot of peripheral adhesion, it's usually lack of vitamin C.
Yeah, so it's really cool. Just based on looking at the live blood, you'll see it moving around in there, and it's really cool. I mean, you'll see viruses in there being attacked by white blood cells. It's awesome. And then they also do a slide with dry blood because there's a lot of useful information. Like she was saying, the free radical damage is seen in the dry blood and the oxidative stress too, right? So they do those here at Dr. Delgado's office, and she will be taking care of you. But if you're scared of her at this point, you can definitely use John.
If I set everything up, you will get a discount. Okay.
Or you can pay 20 times the price and get Dr. Nick to do it. But
Yeah.
he does it way faster, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Well, he's also been doing it for 30 years. Okay.
He's been doing it for 30 years. So you guys saw Dr. Nick earlier in the video, and again, he's my mentor and my hero and a great friend. And hopefully he comes back and saves me from Jade right now.
You're about to get poked again.
For the third time? Third time's the charm, huh?
Yeah.
Is that enough?
Well, that's all you're bleeding. So.
Yay, hopefully that's enough. Hopefully I don't have to get poked again. But
Yeah.
let's see where my blood lipids are, and let's see if I am correct. I mean, this is live. I hope I'm correct.
You guys have to watch this video.
If I'm not correct, then I don't know. And then I got to continue working my ego.
John says you have to go.
Still here trying to get the blood.
We got this much so far. Like, how is this even possible?
I have mutant blood.
John thinks he's
apparently.
better than me, so he's gonna go ahead and do this now.
Here I go, getting stuck for the third time. It's not normally like this. I'm not a good bleeder, they say. This is all your fault, Facebook. I'm a mutant. This is fun. This is fun. Here we go. John's on the job. He's getting it.
Can't believe how fast you clap.
Did you hear that? They said
How
I'm
much meat are you eating?
none.
None?
Yeah. They said I'm Wolverine, so they say I heal too fast, and my body is stingy with giving up blood. All right. Just injected my blood into the cholestat, right?
Cholestat.
Cholestat disc to find out where my lipid health is at.
Actually.
How long did it take?
About 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
And we'll be right back. All right. The results came back. And how did I do, Jade and John? How did
I
I
would
do?
say like A
Ideal.
minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A minus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty good.
I think I was super ideal in everything.
definitely.
So
I mean, yeah, if you look at
I'm
it at
like-
the ranges, like
Look at
his
that. Can you
total
see that?
cholesterol is 139, which is ideal between 100 and 160. His HDL is right here, 48, which is obviously between 25 and 90.
killing it.
Yeah, his triglycerides are 84, which is really good. Usually we see triglycerides in the 200s.
Wait, that said under fasting. So I'm not fasting right now. Post eating. I'm post eating. Still crushing it.
I didn't do that, so that's not me.
Super crushing it. Even
But still.
even better. That's even better.
Having low triglycerides is still good. This says fasting because people rarely have this low of triglycerides
Yeah.
unless they fast. Triglycerides basically counts how much fat is in your diet.
Yes.
So if you have like a lot of fat or like if you eat a lot of meat, a lot of protein, you'll see a lot of triglycerides.
I do not eat meat, and I do vegan ketosis, but I was half-assing it recently and having too much fruit. I knew I wasn't hitting my percentages, and I was worried that I could be affecting my triglycerides and cholesterol because the fat had the potential of not being used for energy and rather stored since I was putting glucose in my system. But apparently, I'm a super beast, and
Almost. You have really low nitric oxide.
I do have. Here's my nitric oxide test,
It's
and
depleted.
I'm depleted in nitric oxide. So I'm gonna take this supplement. Is there? Let me grab a. I'm gonna get a Stay Young AM. So this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, but I want my own bottle. All right, I'm in the product room. Dr. Nick's got every single epic supplement. This is awesome right here. This is the ultimate antioxidant. It's effervescent hydrogen tablets. Totally binds to any any free radicals in your system. It's hydrogen, so it's such a small element that it can permeate through your entire body extremely effectively. So let's find this Stay Young AM. Here's Stay Young, and here's Stay Young AM. Boom! I love this stuff. It's so delicious. I use it as my healthy candy. I go through these so fast. They're sweetened with stevia, and they are so delicious that I just use them as candy. So it's telomeres, nitric oxide, Stay Young AM. This thing has, check it out on my website. It crushes it, and it supports your nitric oxide, the benefits of having high nitric oxide.
You don't know?
I do know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so nitric oxide increases blood flow, which allows blood to circulate throughout your body, which gives you more energy, makes you feel more alert, clears the brain fog, helps with memory loss, and things like that.
Wait, who am I right now? Where am I at? No. Yes. So absolutely, definitely knew that
And the best
nitric
part,
oxide helps with blood flow.
which
And
improves sexual function.
that's what I was going to say,
Yeah.
sexual function. I wanted to see if there was anything else I was missing since she's here
That's
every day
probably
doing this.
the best one.
That's-
Especially if you take it with a mooring, then that's
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah. We have great combinations of supplements to achieve whatever your desired goal is. And so what we've learned from today is that it is
Don't
good.
have me do your blood test because apparently I don't know how to. But honestly, he just doesn't bleed very much, okay? And then John told me that you have to squeeze the little plastic thing. To be honest, that was the third time that I've done that. So, yeah.
Dr. Delgado was letting them practice on me, so
And I
that
wasn't
this
prepared.
doesn't happen.
I didn't know he was
next
going to
time.
film me, so that
But-
was actually Ibok's fault.
So other learning today, other than don't go with Jade on this.
Or John, because John did just as bad.
John did pretty good.
No, you even said John is worse than you.
He used my most active finger because you had already pricked the other three.
I did
So-
prick too.
So this one is actually calloused the most.
So it wasn't bleeding.
Yeah, it wasn't bleeding very well.
Yeah.
But the other ones should have bled plenty fine.
Yeah, but I didn't know the technique to suck up the blood.
So anyways,
So,
don't go
yeah.
with Jade. Go with
No,
John or
seriously.
Dr. Delgado.
Or go with me in like a couple of months. When
Yeah,
we can
exactly.
Get some experience on it.
The other thing we learned is that we get to be conscious within our body and listen. And obviously we don't want to be, what's it called?
I don't know.
When you think you're sick all the time.
Oh.
Hypochondriac.
Yeah.
Obviously we don't want to be hypochondriac.
I'm kind of like
but,
that. But I actually am.
But we got to take care of our body at the same time. So I acknowledge you, all you hypochondriacs. If you notice something going on in your body, do something about it. Be aware.
Do it naturally.
Yeah, do it naturally. I think
Help
I
your
need
body
some
heal itself.
sound healing for my heart chakra because it's been a difficult couple months in the love department. I guess that could be what it is, just to be honest and vulnerable about it. So that's what I will do next. But I still encourage you to be hardcore about your percentages in ketosis. If you're gonna do ketosis, do it correctly. Don't half-ass it because you don't want to put both glucose and high fat into your system at the same time. Like alternate for sure. Don't stay in ketosis all your life. Don't stay in glycolysis all your life. That's how I see it. They're both are the reasons that we got to where we are in our human history, but it would be a disservice to only use one when we were designed to use two. But you have to hit certain percentages to be in ketosis. Fortunately, my triglycerides and cholesterol are all good, so I'm still gonna go through this week low fat, vegan lifestyle with a lot of raw fruits and vegetables, and then I'm gonna go into a fast, and then I'm gonna go back into ketosis. That's just what I'm feeling. Now I'm gonna add sound healing. I'm gonna meet up with Ashley, who's a sound healer in LA, and she should be able to help me with my heart chakra, and I will let you know how that goes. I love you guys. Thank you so much for believing in me. Bye. So you guys just watched my journey to find out if my blood lipids were high. I was worried that my blood lipids were high because being aware of my body is really important to me. It's really important for me to feel within my body and be more aware within my body. My message to my clients and my students is always, the more aware you are within your body, the more aware you're going to be without your body and outside of your body. So I'm always encouraging people to feel their body and take care of their body. My blood lipid level was actually extremely ideal, like on the high end of ideal. There's bad, there's good, and there's ideal, and mine was on the high end of that. So despite the fact that I was eating more fruit than I was planning on in ketosis, my blood lipids did not rise. But my nitric oxide was severely depleted. Now, nitric oxide aids in blood circulation, and so it was true that my heart did feel like it was working harder, and that had a lot to do with blood flow. Again, nitric oxide affects blood flow, memory, and sexual function. Obviously, we want the more blood flow, the better. So I've been supplementing with Stay Young AM and PM. Now the AM formula has a lot of nitric oxide support, which instantly rose my nitric oxide. I tested again, my nitric oxide's high, and my heart feels great. So you can click the link below to buy your nitric oxide boosting. It's called Stay Young AM. Other than that, this channel is really about showcasing all the beautiful ideas and products and supplements and philosophies and practices in regard to holistic anti-aging. It's my obsession. It's what I do for myself. I actually manage every aspect of my aging so that I can virtually suspend my aging. That's my commitment for myself, and I'm honored to help showcase the community of other biohackers that are doing the same thing. So love you. Thank you for watching the video. Hey guys, I forgot to talk to you about sound healing. Okay, so if this is your first time hearing about sound healing, it might be hard for you to understand, but our whole body is made of vibrations. There's vibrations that our heart produces, there's vibrations that all our organs produce, and there's vibrations in everything. All matter is vibration, you know, because you got your nucleus with your protons and your neutrons, and then you got electrons circling around. There's space in between the nucleus and electrons, and on top of that, the electrons blink in and out of existence, so they're just as much here as they're not here. So you really have just a bunch of open space, but because of the vibration of that space, we have solid, and we have gas, and we have liquid. So vibration is a real thing. If you want to understand more about it, click the link below. My friend Ashley Newmeister is this incredible breathwork and sound healer, and she will explain the science of sound healing and breathwork. We release, one cool fact is that we release 80% of our toxins through our breath. So if you're not breathing extremely deep and learning to activate and acknowledge certain parts of your body, then you won't be detoxifying at the levels that you could be detoxifying at. So I didn't get to do the sound healing with her, but I have done a lot of manual body work on my heart area and found a bunch of tension spots. So I relieve tension through my body in this area. Yes, I have had a difficult time recently. Got out of a relationship and you know, thinking about that, and so I do think that in conjunction, everything has a role to play in this thing, and that's why it's called holistic anti-aging, because to say that it's just one thing is a lot of times not the case. Sometimes it is, a lot of times it's not. A lot of times it's a combination of several things, and I think that was part of it for me. And then the nitric oxide. So I'm feeling a lot better now. Thank you for caring. Again, see you on the next video. And yes, subscribe.